Alright guys, so now we're going to go ahead and talk about how to evaluate functions. And basically all it is just substitution, just plugging it in. So the basic steps, if you want to think of it as steps, is again, we're going to substitute into our function. And then and when we substitute, it's pretty much the same thing as plug in. Pretty much the same thing as plugging in. And then after we substitute, we literally evaluate. Okay, so when we evaluate, we just solve it. Okay, that's all it means. So here's an example. We have here number one, and we have the function f of x is equal to x plus 3. All this is saying that your function it's your function f, and it depends on the variable x. So here they're telling us find it at f of -3. Wherever you see an x, you're gonna plug it in. So we have x here. This is where it goes. I like to put it in parentheses because later on it makes more sense than just leaving it like that. We're completely substituting it. But anyways, here you can tell there's no point for the parentheses. So it's just -3 plus 4. And -3 plus 4 is just 1. So f of -3 is equal to 1. Again, if you had a calculator, you literally just plug it in. So again, -3 plus 4, 1. That's it. Don't really need the calculator, to be honest. Number 2. Again, they want to know it when it's 2. So again, wherever you see the x, you're just going to plug it in. So this is 4. Wherever the x was, I'm going to substitute the 2 in there. Okay. And here's where the parentheses does come in handy, because again, technically, we're multiplying. So this is 8 minus 7, and 8 minus 7 is 1. So f of 2 is equal to 1. When you have things that are squared, you just got to make sure you include them. You square it. So again, we plug it in. It's 3, but it's being squared. 3 squared is 9. And 9 minus 2 is 7. So f of 3 here is just 7. I hope you guys are seeing the idea. It's literally me just substituting for the value of x. On number 4, same thing. 10 minus 3x, well now it's going to become 10 minus 3 and then the 5. And again, we're multiplying, so this is actually 10 minus 15. So f of 5 in this example is -5. Now they could use any letters they want. That's the whole point of this problem here. We have here g of x. Same thing as f of x, y of x, h of t. It doesn't really matter. This one I decided to throw in a fraction just so you guys could see what's up. But again, it's the same concept. Wherever you see the variable, you're going to plug in that number in there. So we have this 1/2 x squared, but I wanted 6, right? So it's going to be 6 squared. Minus 2, there's an x, so I put in my variable, plus 10. 6 squared is 36. 2 times 6 is 12. 36 times 1/2, again, it's the same thing as dividing by 2. That's 18. Again, and I could just put them together at this point. So 18 minus 12, whoops. And again, you could go from left to right. 18 minus 12 is just 6. Plus 10, well, that's 16. Again, if you had a calculator, you could put in all at once and still get the same thing. That's it, guys. Okay. Obviously, when you're solving something, follow PEMDAS, as I did here. PEMDAS, right, is first you take care of your parentheses, then exponents, that's why I squared things, then multiplication or division, and then addition or subtraction. That's literally what I did. I substituted. There was really no parentheses. You can't really consider this as parentheses. Parentheses usually means more like, if you recall what we were doing on the last video, like if you had this x plus 4 deal, that's what you would take care of first. Um, E stands for exponent, so that's why you saw me squaring, then multiplication, right? There was no division, addition, subtraction, left to right. But anyways, guys, that's it.